Hey guys, and welcome. In today's video I'm going to be shaving with a different type of razor blade. Today I'm going to be using the Feather High Stainless. So these blades come to us from Japan. They're made out of stainless steel and they are coated with a platinum layer on the top of the blades. And you can pick up a 100 pack of these blades for about $30 or so. So it's about 30 cents a blade. As compared to yesterday's blades, the derby blades, you can get a 100 pack for about $9. So that's about 9 cents a blade compared to these, which is about 30 cents a blade. It's still a fantastic deal, but it's definitely on the more expensive side of blades out there. They come really nicely packed in these little plastic containers. You get 10 blades in one of these, and it has a little used blade bank here in the back. And these blades are really just known for being super sharp. For those of you out there who have like really coarse, dense facial hair, this is often what people with that type of facial hair use, just because it's so efficient at cutting through that hair because it's so sharp. But to have that level of sharpness on the edge of the blade, you definitely compromise in its smoothness. For me, I love using these blades because they're so sharp. You can get a really close shave, but you gotta be careful because I'm more prone to nick myself with these blades. As opposed to yesterday, the derby blades, those things are just so smooth. It was really hard to cut myself with one of those. And yesterday's shave was actually fantastic. You know, number one, I have a shave. What do I want? Number one, I want no irritation. Yesterday's shave gave me 0 irritation, which is awesome. You know, even if it's not the closest shave in the world. So on my list there, number 2 would be closeness. So even if it's not the closest shave in the world, I just don't want any irritation. So that's my goal today with these feather blades. Even though they are so sharp and I am going to get probably a really close shave with them, I just want to keep it very razor burn free. Alright, for today's shave, for the shaving soap, I'm going with the Sterling Sharp Dressed Man. I have it here in a sample puck, and what I did is I took it, pressed it into my Captain's Choice lathering bowl, which is here, and I bloomed the soap, so I put some hot water on the puck before I got in the shower. Just got out of the shower, facial hair is nice, hydrated, ready to go, and I have 1 day facial hair growth. So this bloom water that's been sitting on the puck, loosening it up, I take it, add that into my face. Oh, love that Sharp Dressed Man scent. It's a very nice scent from Sterling. Very clean, fresh, kind of a classic masculine scent to it. Alright, got a little bit of extra there. I'm just going to pour it out. I'm going to take this puck and just kind of press it here into the bottom of the bowl. And for today's shave, I'm once again using this new Omega boar hair brush. It's the 10081. It's a great size knot. I really like the diameter and the height on it. The performance yesterday on this was just absolutely incredible. Go ahead and load it up. And this knot's still breaking in. It has a little bit of a boar scent to it, which just happens with all boar knots. Which actually I like. It just reminds me of having a new boar brush to try. It just smells kind of like a wet animal. For those of you who've been to the Field Museum in Chicago, it kind of smells like the Field Museum. But it's a really nice new scent for me. You know, the boar scent. It's just like, got a new brush, breaking it in, and it's just, I can only get that scent, that true scent from these brushes. Alright, already producing a beautiful lather, and then a little bit extra water to my face, build my face lather. I want to encourage you guys to take the time when you're first building your lather to really work it into your face and build that lather up really nicely. I think this is one of the best times to invest to invest time into your shave. I just get much better results when I spend a lot of time building this first lather on my face because you're just really working it in there. I found it really helps decrease irritation. Beautiful lather, ridiculous. All right. For today's shave, I'm once again going with the Mercor 34C, which is what I'll be using throughout this video series on the different razor blades. I have a fresh feather blade loaded up in here, ready to go. First pass, I'm going to be going with the grain. I can already tell a big difference from the derbies yesterday. This just slides right down my face. The sharpness on this blade is definitely noticeable. Just take it nice and easy here on my neck, very light pressure. Alright, first pass, very impressive. Very little hair left on my face. Definitely a sharp blade, it was just cruising on top of my skin there. You just have to set it down, just the weight of the razor itself just slices right down. Alright, apply my second lather. Alright, second pass going cross grain this direction. Alright, second pass, very nice. It's very close. I'm feeling around here, deciding whether or not I need to do a formal third pass. I don't even think so. I don't think I'm going to take off much more hair with a third pass. We'll do a more substantial cleanup pass. Alright, going to the brush, pulling out the extra lather. Beautiful. So much lather in there. So I'm just going to feel around here with my left hand, the razor in my right, and clean up any areas I just want to get a little bit closer. Alright, very happy with where this shave's at. I'm going to clean it up for some final marks. Alright, so that was my shave with the feather blades, and wow, very, very nice. A big time different shaving experience from yesterday's shave with the derby blades. But this is an absolutely fantastic shave. Very, very close. No irritation. I went really lightly on my neck. I was just able to go over here and it cleaned it up very nicely. My neck's a lot closer than from yesterday's shave. So the derby blades that need a little bit of pressure to get close on my neck, which I just didn't want to do because I didn't want to get irritation here. But because these are so sharp, the feathers, I was able to cut down really nice and close. I like that a lot. My mustache hair is really close. My sides of my face really close. Wow, so that's definitely an advantage having a sharper blade just because it can get a lot closer. I only had to do 2 passes with this shave because it was just so efficient in getting right down to the skin. That being said, I did nick myself here just a little bit on my neck. It's not much. It was bleeding. It already stopped. But I had to be really careful with this blade here in the Core 34C. I was using extremely light pressure, but because the blade was so sharp, it allowed me to shave with such little pressure and still get such a close shave. Very impressed with that. I've definitely used a lot of feather blades first when I started wet shaving. Those are my go-to blades for a while there. But now, you know what, I've walked away from them, but I can definitely see going back to these. They're very, very close. It's just a very impressive shave. And yesterday's shave I had to do with the derbies a 3-pass shave. Today I only had to do a 2-pass shave. That's just a really big difference. Saves a lot of time. So overall, these blades, in terms of sharpness, very high. These are some of the sharpest, if not the sharpest blades out there. In terms of smoothness, I'm going to give them like a medium. They're not as super forgiving and really smooth as some of the other blades out there, like derbies. I'm just comparing them to those because that's what I used in yesterday's shave. I'm going to say they're about here for smoothness. I was having to just be very careful with this because I didn't want to catch my skin or nick myself, so I was using really good technique. As long as you're using good technique, there's no danger to using feathers, anything like that. I know some people are intimidated. There's a lot of talk out there on forums and stuff like that that these things are just machines to cut your face, and it's not true. But I'd say that it's about here and here on my completely just non-numerical scale I'm coming up with here with my hands. But anyway, that's what I like about these blades. They're awesome. These have definitely proven themselves that they deserve a higher place in my rotation. I'm going to be using these more and more for sure. Forgot how awesome these are. And overall, when it comes down to it, just looking for a great shave, and that's what it gave. Wow, very close. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm going to be using a different blade.